So, DP Photography here, bringing another video, and today we're talking about falls, people, because falls are going to happen. Falls are something that, happen when you least expect it. When you think that you're on top of the world and that it could never happen to you is exactly when it ends up happening. Now, I myself have fallen 5 times in total. First time I fell, I hit my head, I hit my elbow, I hit my knee, but absolutely nothing happened because I was fully geared from head to toe. It's amazing how much wearing gear will actually save you. But, as you get better, as you get more comfortable with floating, you'll tend to shed some of the gear. And my next 4 times, I was wearing the bare minimum, if any. My second crash, absolutely my worst crash. And it was at such a slow speed. I was riding, doing about 1-2 miles per hour, trying to idle while a bicycle went in front of me, and the front of the board dipped and I fell, thinking that I was gonna do some amazing, beautiful roll. And what ended up happening is I landed straight on my shoulder, and I didn't know if it was broke. I didn't know if I broke my clavicle. I knew something was wrong, but I didn't know what. I moved around a little bit and bloop, my shoulder popped back into the socket. So what ended up happening is I ripped my shoulder clean out the socket, and that's something that I still deal with to this day. It hasn't 100% healed up, but it's to the point where I can actually go out there and I can put 185 pounds on the bench and I can go and bench that. But I do feel pain when I'm doing it. So after that fall, I figured that falls will happen. It got me to researching how to fall. And I landed on Jake Leary videos, which was a godsend. I can't tell you how much I appreciate those videos from Jake Leary, because over the next few falls, I will begin to implement the skills that I learned from watching. My next fall was, I wasn't paying attention, and each time that I fell, it was always my fault. It was never the board's fault, always user error. But my next time I fell, which was the 3rd crash, I wasn't paying attention, which is something that you need to be doing at all times. You need to be looking at least 15 feet away from you to see what you're about to incur. And I wasn't watching. I had my phone in my hand. I was jamming out to the tunes. I didn't see a pothole until I was about 1 foot away, and I came right off the board. I almost ran it out. I'm starting to implement those skills that I learned from watching the videos. Almost ran it out, but it was a little bit too fast. The last step got from up under me, but I was able to fall and spread the impact throughout my body. I ended up rolling, this time a lot more graceful, but somehow I still ended up hitting one of my ribs to the point where I couldn't breathe right for a couple of days. I skint up my ass or my hip, and I don't know how the hell that's possible. I'm still trying to figure to this day how that's possible. How can you hit your rib and your ass? How does that work? Well, that might be the end of my video for now, and I'm back. All right, so where was I? Had to change up. The lighting might be a little bit different because now it's darker outside. And yeah, I had to put, a nice little key light here, but that's neither here nor there. Fell down, scraped my ass, scraped my rib. And that's the thing about Jake Leary videos. They tell you how to minimize the injury of when you do have those falls. First thing that you need to do is get into a full sprint as soon as possible. Don't lock your arms straight, because that's what's gonna end up breaking your wrists. You can land on your arms, but you wanna let them crumple and you wanna do a roll, which is what I did. So I ended up spreading out that impact, and I did okay. I still got hurt, but I didn't have to go to the hospital, and for me, that's key. 4th fall, zombie bike ride Key West. I don't know if you're familiar with the festivities that go on during Fantasy Fest here in Key West, but zombie bike ride is pretty much a takeover of about 10 to 12,000 people who paint themselves in zombie form, dress up their bikes, and they do these rides around Key West. And on this day, they had taken over the beach. It was the kickoff. And I was rolling around the beach. I thought I was gonna be able to get some content of all the riders and stuff because it's a really huge event, man. And the Onewheel is kind of great for that. But there were just too many people for me to actually navigate throughout everybody. So I tried to hurry up and cross over the street so I can get out of their way. And by accelerating too fast, I ended up dipping the nose of the board, and I came off the board pretty gnarly. I got into a straight sprint, but I ended up tweaking my knee pretty bad. The board shot out from up under me and slung into the side of like a sidewalk, and I thought that the board would have been a little bit more messed up from the way that it shot out from under me, but the board was pretty fine. I also banged my heel up, you know, but like I say, at the end of the day, if I don't have to go to the hospital, for me, that's always a plus. Now, my fifth fall, I was just going out to get some content. You know, I had on a helmet. I thought about riding without one, but I knew I would get roasted if I did. I went out. I always like to stop at these crosswalks and wait for the cars to actually stop, because these cars, they will run you over, man. I've seen plenty of people get hit at these crosswalks. So I take my time, and you know, once I get going, I'm enjoying the flow. It's nice out. It's a beautiful sunny day, Key West, Florida. Riding down US 1, just, you know, taking in the scenery like I always do. I'm jamming. You know, I'm riding to the music. I'm jamming pretty hard. Feeling real good, man. I was gonna end up going straight, but the light was red, so I said, fuck it, let me take a right. And I got behind these bicycles. Now, it's not these bicycles' fault, and they're doing a pretty good job, because a lot of times these people like to ride next to each other and just take up the whole sidewalk. But this couple right here, they saw me, they were trying to be a little bit nice, but they couldn't really ride too fast. So as soon as I got a chance to get from around them, I shot around them and tried to like hurry up so I could beat them to actually go up the bridge, which I did. You know, I did pretty good. I'm speeding right now. I'm going fast. I'm zooming. I'm feeling good. The bikes are way behind me. I'm showing off. Look at them way back there. Look at what these people, man, what's wrong with them? They got me stuck like, and boom, you know, it happens fast. Let's look at that again. Come around, look back at the couple, going up, and boom. You know, that could have ended a lot worse. You know, my board could have actually went into the street. As you can see, my fender actually did fall into the street, didn't get run over. I'm lucky for that. The bicycle that I was trying to pass, they end up going right by me. It's pretty embarrassing, you know, but I'd much rather be a little bit embarrassed and not injured than actually banged up, because like I say, this could have went so much worse. I could have ended up in the middle of the street. I could have got hit by a car. So many different things could happen, you know. Not the board's fault, my fault 100%. Trying to go uphill at a crazy acceleration, and the board just couldn't handle it. But you know, once I checked everything out and made sure I wasn't hurt, back on my journey, you know, just enjoying the float and making sure I didn't tweak anything that I didn't notice at first. Back on the path, and you know, me trying to speed and get past those people, and here it is, they're way in front of me now. Now I will end up catching them again, because they are riding those bicycles pretty slow, but sometimes it's better to just have a little bit of patience instead of trying to, you know, zoom on these things. Speed limit's 20, and I don't think I was doing 20. That's my buddy right here in the car. I'll tell you, I know a lot of people around Key West, but yeah, it was, you know, it was luck, man. I got real lucky. It could have been a lot worse, man. Now here I go again. This time, you know, I'm able to go around the people, no problem. You know, riding in the bike lane. And I'm just glad to not have to go to the hospital, to be honest, man. But it's like I say, you know, falls are something that's gonna happen, and they happen when you least expect it. You know, the more gear that you can have on, the better you'll be in case you do take a tumble. But learning how to fall is part of the game. These are the reasons to go and check out those Jake Leary videos. Jake Leary has a number of videos, not just how to fall, but how to one wheel, how to 180 revert. There's so many different videos that you can watch from Jake Leary. And if you're watching this, then that means that you like watching one wheel content. So they will definitely be of interest to you, and they're worth checking out. Learning with Leary is the name of the series. Boar's back, Boar's doing fine. As you can see, I'm rolling with my Onewheel GT, my baby. You know, everything is back to normal. And yeah, life is good. Could have been so much worse, man. I keep on saying that. I'm just really, really grateful to not have injured anything. I don't know if you've ever been in an accident, you know, if you've ever fallen. And if you have, you know, let me know like let me know what happened with you. Like, how was it? How bad was it? Did you break any bones? You know, because that is pretty much gonna be the worst. You know, scraping up things and bumping a little elbow here or a knee there and not actually needing surgery is not that bad. But when you break bones, it is the absolute worst. Breaking bones take months, if not years, to heal. And when they do heal, they're never actually the same again. I've broken many bones, not on the one wheel yet, but just doing things throughout life. You know, some have been in fights, some have been, you know, playing football, different sports, and there I go with that phone again, man, not watching what I'm doing. See, it's good to watch these videos because you can practice what you preach, and you can see the things that you do that you shouldn't be doing. Me, I'm just heading to breakfast, man. It was a short ride, 6 minutes to get where I needed to go, man, but that's it for today, man. Thank you guys for watching as always. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, ring that bell. Let me know down in the comments, you know, what's your experience with falling? Have you had any bad tumbles, man? And yeah, man, just be safe out there and keep on shredding, my people. Love y'all. Have a great, great week, and be safe. Yeah.